Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica here with
Fahad Bafaki, the owner and founder of Hephaestus Athletica.
He is a good athlete. He's very humble, but he is a BJJ practitioner and a doctor extraordinaire of various types. And he designs some of the best equipment out there right now, specifically in the world of heavy club swinging. His clubs are legendary. They are the best clubs that have ever been made. And I've been swinging heavy clubs for years. There's fancier ones, there's wooden ones, there's ones from overseas. But his are the best ones that a working man can afford and definitely use. We call them Cadillacs because they float like a Cadillac. If you've ever had an old Cadillac in your life, or your grandmother had one and you went about 90 in it, it was really nice to be in. That's the type of clubs he makes. What have you designed now? Because you're always designing something crazy and good.
This is Generation 6. It's
Generation
a new
6.
design that you've never seen before.
Okay.
Okay, and I would love for it to present it to you.
Oh no, oh no. Really?
So,
this is gonna be
This
sick.
is our new Cobra Club. That's what I'm calling it. Cobra
like
Club.
This.
So, Mr. Wildman.
Okay, so this is a 6K with a cap. Well, I like this. So, let me just give it a couple swings. Oh boy, you just changed the game again, didn't you? So what he has done here is he has changed the handle design into a spiral instead of into a barbell texture. So normally heavy clubs have been made, the commercial ones, let me grab that, with a commercial barbell texture. So think of this as barbell traction, and this has been a classic design on the bottom of clubs for a very long time. If you get wooden clubs, various types, they usually have a ball on them. Most heavy clubs are like this. Last year, he came out with a line of steel clubs with an innovative pommel design, which helps people use the bottom portion of their hand more effectively. Better living through engineering. And he has now extended that into our single arm heavy clubs. So normally, when you're swinging single arm, and you get going, you tend to lose the pinky as you accelerate and you get further and further into your set. We've always done the ball on the bottom because it is traditional. He has broken with tradition and made us a slide so that we can still effectively use our pinky. Oh man, that's cool. Oh wow, we're gonna be able to single arm 40s in no time.
So these clubs have a thicker type of rubber at the bottom here, so it doesn't get scratched at all. You can throw it on asphalt, nothing will happen. This here is also rubbered, so it's rubberized here with a different texture to it.
So there is texture here in the rubber, but this spiral feels a lot like a wrap on a sports stick, like a hockey stick or something like that. The problem with tape wrap on any type of heavy club is because your hand slides through it, the tape starts to roll, the adhesive is exposed, and it cuts your hands to death very, very quickly. So we don't tape club handles because it eats your hands alive, because club swinging is endurance weightlifting. It's be like giving yourself blisters on the back of your heel on a 5-mile ruck. What is this?
This is just a protective layer.
Okay.
Because if you have it in your car and you're trying to pull the club, it doesn't scratch it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, just a protective layer, an extra protection for the club.
Old clubs, we used to put them in the back of our car. We'd go out and we'd drive, we'd overland or something, it'd be 120, and you'd pull your club out and it would have melted into the bed of your truck. So his Cadillacs don't do that. And now this is going to be an even better upgrade to that. The rubber coated club is specifically for people who live in places with like
indoors.
Floors you can damage. Especially if you're not in control of it, if you're a renter, then the rubber clubs as opposed to the steel clubs.
These come in 2 kilo increments from 4 kilos to 20 kilos.
You're killing me, buddy. Yeah. So every time he comes out with a new product, we have to expand our programming, because all of my programming is designed around the equipment that currently exists, and we give an optimum of what we think will exist in a couple of years. When single arm clubbing, which the focus is the mill throwing pattern inside, think of it as proto throwing pattern in every sport you've ever done, and outside mill or reverse mill, Back in the beginning, in the early 2000s, the goal was 15 pounds for mill and swipe and hammer swing. And then it was 20 and then 25. But nobody ever made a 17.5. Nobody ever made a 22.5. So people getting to the 25 was rare,
hard.
like super rare. It was like the highest level of coach you could be. Now we generally expect everybody to be able to get to 30 pounds. 25 really isn't that heavy. You can get to 30 if you have a good handle design and it's proper length, and if we have jumps in the middle. So we want people to run a program like a single arm heavy club program, which is a structured program like Olympic lifting, with at least 7 weights. And there's a neurological reason for this. When you repeat a program, when you do a program, you're running through a learning pattern, which is changing the way your structure, your breathing, and your movement work. Think of it like any martial art. Think of it like BJJ, and you go from white belt, and then you go to blue belt, and then you go up over and over and over again. Our goal is to repeat the exact same learning pattern by repeating the same program 7 times. If you go up in weight, you are required to line up better. What you can get away with mistake-wise as a white belt, you cannot get away with as a brown belt. So think about repeating something in a neurological way and think of it as a path of study, like something like BJJ or like circus aerial. I was a circus aerialist for years. You work on the same 7 tricks for years and they get better, and then you can do them so well that they don't look the same. Same thing is true in all martial arts. When you're doing the basics well, they either look exactly like the basics or they look totally different.
I agree.
So this is now the Gen 6.
Gen 6 / Cobra clubs because of the handle. Looks like a cobra.
It's very cool. So every year, our goal is to make equipment better. Just like your wrench got better, just like your pliers got better, right? The world got changed when Knipex pliers came out and alligator head pliers changed everything, right? And that was an idea that was 100 years old, but somebody came in, they looked at it and they redesigned it. Somebody changed the whole game entirely and they rebuilt an idea. We expect that every year standards will go up as equipment gets better, because we can now push to the limits more effectively. The program is better, the equipment is better. Just like in Olympic lifting, people lift heavier weights. More people lift heavier weights, not just one guy. More people are reaching higher and higher and higher. The same thing is now true for heavy club swinging, thanks to engineering and innovation. As usual, thank you, sir, for making the world a better place.
Appreciate it. Thank you.